Bang! What's up, guys? Needs Knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara is with us, and
Hello.
today we are responding to an open tag by In the Pocket. Um,
Originally from Tom Hosang Outdoors.
and I'm not sure who started the tag, but we are taking advantage of the open tag, and we are talking about favorite handle materials. He says a lot in his video, so if you guys want to watch his. I'm going to try to get through.
Wait, watch who's? Tom Hosang or In the
And
Pocket? Or both!
both of them, watch them both. I'm just going to try to get through my favorite, maybe to do a little bit of explaining. I'm going to try to get to my absolute favorite in the end, and let's do it. So, just like anybody else, there's lots of handle materials out there. Everybody likes their own kind of handle materials. I think steel or stainless steel would probably be at the bottom of the bucket, if not FRN at the bottom of the bucket for me. Then I think next up, which this would be like a steel handle. Even though I love these knives, I love them all. And when I say bottom of the bucket, I don't mean that I don't like the knives, or anything like that. I love the knives. I love all knives. I have passion for every type of handle material out there. But you know what? Let me rephrase that. Wood would be the absolute end of the barrel for me, unless if it's on a kitchen knife or something like that. Now, these two knives would be more like a stainless steel handle material. They're a little bit heavier. So then would be like an FRN.
I'm gonna put FRN right at the bottom for
Yeah,
myself, just
me
because
too.
they.
Whoops. Me too.
Jeez.
Here.
Just because they feel so like plastic. And is this FRN right here in rubber?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock rubber out too because rubber tears up after a while.
But so is a mini grip. A mini grip, which is one of my favorite knives, that's FRN. So that says a lot.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about here is...
But it does feel plastic.
If you can only have one knife, what type of handle material would you take? So, next up, after those, would probably be aluminum for me. These aluminum ones by Kershaw, she's not going to touch, but they come
I'll
a little...
touch it. I just hate it.
They come... At first, a little powdery. These ones actually worked out, so...
No, yeah, it's fine now. I didn't like it at
it's
first.
A lot more
It's
softer.
like
I still feel the grittiness a little bit up here, but they feel a little powdery at first. I don't mind it. She doesn't like it.
Yeah, this goes below steel for me. For me, I like steel way better than aluminum. I'll take the weight. I'm not a weight crazy person for my pocket weight or anything, so for me...
I'm not either, but...
Aluminum probably goes... I don't know, for me, weight feels like quality, and I know that doesn't necessarily mean it, but the lighter the knife, the more it feels like a toy to me. So
unless if you're going crazy, backpacking or something like that.
This bare knuckle has actually some weight for being aluminum, so to me this is actually a very good.
But here's another one in aluminum. The reason why I pick this next is because it doesn't rust.
For aluminum, you're saying?
Yeah, aluminum doesn't rust, and I like that. I do not want rust on my knives. Next up would be a G10 for me.
Do you want me to take the steel ones out, or?
Nope.
Okay.
Next up would be like a G10 for me. I love G10, especially if I'm working, and I do lots of work with my hands, doing carpentry and stuff, so
Textured G10 or smooth for you?
Textured. Because I want the grip, I like that it doesn't slip and stuff like that. So I definitely like it for working. It doesn't get scratches, and it's water resistant. Works really good, and it's really tough. The same material that comes on a lot of Spydercos and a lot of knives have G10. Everybody knows G10.
This one though is kind of interesting to me because it's almost like a smooth texture.
All right, here's a textured one.
Yeah, I definitely like textured G10 when it comes to G10. Yeah, like this kind right here. You can see I'll do a little close up. It's very textured, and that's more similar to how the ones on the Spydercos are. And that's definitely like what I would say is a good G10. Like if I had to pick G10, that's the kind I would want.
This isn't all our knives. These are just good examples of the material we're trying to present. This is another G10 one.
I like this G10. I like the contour, or not the contouring, the what's that called? I can't, my brain isn't working.
The little what?
Milled?
Milling?
Milling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
But it's the texture. It's for the texture. Next, for me personally, I do like Micarta better than I like G10. There was a guy who made a comment on in the Pockets page, and he had said that Micarta almost feels warmer than G10, and I think so too.
Not this one specifically. This is a weird plasticky smooth micarta. It's like
It's got like a good shine on, like almost like
yeah.
a urethane on top of it. But this one's more like what
Sorry,
we'll get to it
shiny and
next.
focused.
Anyways, Micarta though, I do like it better. You can pull a little knife out. I do like it better than G10. It is a little bit warmer in the hand, so in colder weather and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it just seems
that's
like it holds temperature a little bit better, and it just feels more quality. I think G10 feels more like plastic, and Micarta feels like a better quality.
it can. Yeah.
And like in
Linen, this good
your
linen
hands,
micarta.
they leave like a patina on it, which looks really cool. It makes it yours, you know, and just from using it and stuff, you're gonna get a patina on it. All right, next up for me would be now I like carbon fiber and micarta almost the same, but I do like carbon fiber a little bit better. I just feel like it comes in a lot of different ways. They got marble, they got different shines, they got
Yeah, you can do a
laminates,
lot. You can have a lot more. Well,
and they're starting to come with colors too.
I was gonna say you could have more creativity with it in a sense, but
Nah,
micarta you can probably have more colors.
well,
So
in G10 you can have a lot more colors, but
yeah.
they're starting to come out with colors with it, and I just like the way it looks. It looks like such good quality, and with this, like you can mix the titanium with the carbon fiber. I really like that idea of
I like how
having.
you can contour the carbon fiber. Also, like just the way it looks
Yeah,
when it's
well, just like with
contoured.
G10 and stuff, it's you can.
It does it for me more with the carbon fiber, the contouring, and it just the way it looks. I just like it
I
better.
love the feeling of it. I like the look of it.
See, there's some carbon fiber to me. This one does not. This one has that good feeling, but some of them, like,
Really
can I
smooth.
see this
But
one?
yeah, that's like a laminate.
Yeah, this
Oh,
one, yeah, it almost, this one has heavy liner, so it kind of changes the feeling, but some of them can feel very featherweight, plasticky light, some carbon fiber.
especially like that's over G10, so that's like a
Yeah,
laminate
so
over
I kind of like
G10.
that. If you're gonna do the laminate carbon fiber, I like it mixed with the G10. I think when it's on its own this way, it almost feels,
I like more. I like solid carbon fiber. I don't
yeah.
really want to cover in G10. I'd rather have it solid. It feels more. It's
Sorry.
It feels way more solid to me.
It's hard to do this through a camera.
But I do love it when it's mixed, and I just love looking at the sides of it and looking at the patterns and the cuts. Like sometimes they get such a good cut, and I think it's just done really well. It's very strong, very light. It's
Yeah.
awesome stuff.
Can't deny that
Resists
it's,
water.
yeah.
I guess in a sense, if it's overworked, it can peel a little bit. It can, but I've never
I've
personally
never had that happen.
problem. No, and I've put some hurt on some carbon fiber. Anyways, next up, is titanium.
What's up with these guys?
These guys are going, which would be my personal favorite, and the reason why I say that, and agreed, if I'm going to be doing some work, which I do lots of work, I would rather have a G10 or a micarta or
Yeah.
even a carbon fiber. I really would. But if it's going to be the only knife for me for the rest of my life, not only knife, but only handle material for me for the rest of my life, I would pick titanium. One, I love that I can change the colors on it if I want to. It comes in all different colors. So many different patterns and ways it can go. I
I'm
don't
gonna
mind
come
the
in a little
weight.
closer, okay?
I don't mind the weight. It can, you can just do so much with it. I love it. And you can always change it. You don't have to keep it them same colors. And also, like just like this, you can have it one way, and then bang, put a little color into it. It's really good.
Yeah. Very customizable, which is a very good aspect of titanium. All the different stuff you can do to it. And it's so easy to do on your own, which is cool. So like G10, not everybody's gonna spend their time, dyeing G10, and then you gotta find a light color that actually you can dye, but with the titanium, anybody could take a torch to it.
Well, I mean, you don't want to ruin your night. Don't tell them that.
I'm just
You gotta go
saying.
through some processes, and then yes, anybody can do it as long as you go through the right
Yeah.
processes and everything else. You can do it, and not saying anybody should just do it, but anybody can get it done at least. And I like the way it feels. I love the work, the milling work,
Yeah,
and
this is
all the stuff that goes into titanium. It's so much stronger than anything else, with handle materials. It's really awesome. I love, like I said, the milling that gets put into it and stuffs like that. Now, what people are going to say is, well, if it's your only handle material, you got scratches and snail trails. If it was my only handle material, I would love every scratch that I get. And I say that because if it's going to be my only handle material, then I'm not trying to sell it or anything like that, so I don't care. So those scratches are my scratches. I put that there, and I'm going to love it. Now, what you can do is get titanium with carbon fiber or something like that, a mix. Mix it up a little bit.
You're a cheetah.
And I would probably do something like that. If it was in my last handle material, I'd mix it up a little bit. I would mix.
I just don't know if that counts, sweetheart.
It counts. It counts.
Does it?
Yeah. This is.
We'll consider it
this is our video.
Whoa.
And
we'll consider it hey.
Oh, yeah.
We will consider it.
Okay.
The inlay. Let me say it.
Go ahead.
The inlaid titanium as like the category.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to only pick,
inlaid with mother of pearl, inlaid with whatever you want to make it fancy.
If I had to only pick the one, then I would pick just titanium. But since I can, I'm gonna pick a little bit of both. It's gonna have one on one side, one on the other, or an inlay or something like that.
Well, since we skipped, to your favorite,
But
can I say mine?
Yeah, please.
Real quick.
Please.
This isn't it. Hand me that one.
This one?
And Lenore. Don't ask why we call her Lenore. This is Lenore. Anyway, this would be my example. I would also choose titanium, but definitely not for the same reasons. For me, I would choose an example similar to this, like a stonewashed titanium. And I understand that's still the same material, but this, like, if I had to get real specific about it and pick a style of titanium, I would definitely go with this here. I love any milled titanium. Both of these show really good marks of milling in there, and then of course the anodization and the stonewash layer after layer on there. I love that look, and it debunks your issue, which is the scratches. I mean, you can still get a scratch on this, don't get me wrong, but it's already got scratches because it's stonewashed, so it's not as noticeable.
Well, they have finishes and also milling patterns on titanium knives, and some of them, like if you look at Gabco and stuff like that, where their handles are, it's very hard to see scratches in
like
certain
the Spyderco
patterns.
Drunken, that milling on the back of that one is, the whole thing is milled, so it's like, how can you really get a scratch on
you
it?
can. No, you can just go scratches right across.
It just
that
has to
milling.
be deep. Really? You think so?
100%,
I've never had one all the way
100%,
milled like that.
I haven't had one either, but I know that they have some with like rocky textures. They have some with just
like pock
deep
marks.
millings. They have different patterns and
I
stuff
love
like that.
textured titanium. That's yeah.
It hides the scratches if you do that. If you get the ones with lots of deep milling and lots of like rocky textures and stuff like that, it definitely hides the scratches. So there's ways to get around that. But me personally, I wouldn't even care.
Well, no, yeah, I wouldn't either, but it would just, for this type of knife, to me, it would build character. Like right here, if you can see, there is a scratch right here going across this knife. Yeah, poor Lenore. She got a scratch, but it's like, it doesn't...
I'll never sell that knife. I don't care.
Yeah.
I love that knife.
Well, it doesn't ruin it to me where if you take a knife like, I know this isn't titanium, but if you take a knife like this and run a big old scratch across the middle because it's just an even, plain knife, you're going to notice it. Even with the stonewash, because there's no definition or anything.
And that's steel, though, so...
I know, I know this isn't titanium.
Well, that's it, guys. So my favorite would be titanium or a titanium with an inlay, like these guys.
Cheater.
If I'm cheating, or if I'm just gonna have to deal with one, it'd be like kind of like what she said, a titanium or titanium like a stone wash or a type of pattern.
Let me ask you one more question.
That helps get out of those scratches.
Would you
like
rather
with all the
have
mill
a
lines and stuff.
stonewash titanium that's even, like this, no milling, no definition, no...
Just flat?
Flat. Or, I should have picked this as my example before when I was trying to do that. Or would you prefer something
No,
like that?
I'd prefer something like this, something
too.
with some milling done in it. It's just, I feel like it says that it's, not that it says that it's worth more or anything like that, but I know more work.
Love put into it.
More work was put into it, yeah, more love was put into it, and yeah, and I think it just does hide the scratch a little bit, but like if you look at this clip, it has milling going across, and there's a little scratch, but there's different patterns you can get that definitely help hide that, and yeah, so there you go. There's my favorite, open tag.
And my favorite.
And my baby's favorite. Our favorite.
I always get forgotten.
Our favorite. She's not.
I always get forgotten.
No,
I do.
that's not what it is.
It's okay.
We'll talk. I'm just passionate about knives, and I get rambling, and I get rambling.
I think they noticed. All right.
All right, guys.
Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching if you made it this far.
Bang.
Bang.